Hi, I'm Nigel and this is Cracker. Just wanted to explain the video that I posted online a few days ago. It's just really simple, a few pictures turned into a video about the Nissan Leaf and Rapidgate, and I want to explain why I posted it, because it's a pretty basic, almost rubbish video, but my reasoning was that there just seemed to be too much talk about a gate and Rapidgate and Nissan's done something wrong and there was something wrong with the car, and to me it sounded like scaremongering, and it sounded like some YouTubers are just posting Rapidgate this and Rapidgate that, and that way they'll get more views and more money and more income. So I posted a video, added some tags Rapidgate just to see what would happen, and lo and behold, I've had more views of that than I've had anything else. So a nobody doing a nothing video is getting hundreds of views just because they use the word Rapidgate, and that's a bit sad. Why I'm interested in it to start with anyway is I'm interested in buying an EV car. I'm following all these videos, watching them all, and they're brilliant. I love finding out what the cars can do, what the differences between the cars are, and that's going to help me make my decision as to what car to buy. And I thought I was going to be buying a Nissan Leaf, I must confess. I needed something economical, I needed something efficient, I needed something that looked nice and drove nice, and that's the important thing for me. I like them to drive well. And the range, I probably needed 200 miles, maybe a little bit less I could do with, but 200 is what I wanted, and then to creep over that, if I could drive really economically, or take the good roads that would improve economy. So that's what I was looking for, and the Nissan Leaf with the range of 150 to 160 miles seemed like the car for me. But I must confess, it's looking at all the videos, looking at those from Beyond and all the test drives they do, and looking at how many miles they can realistically get, it's not 150 to 160. That's best case scenario. It's often 120 miles. So with that in mind, the Nissan Leaf, even though it's got a bigger battery, I think is a bigger issue involved than the charging times. I think the bigger issue is how inefficient the Nissan Leaf is at using those 40 kilowatts they've got in the battery. It's nowhere near as good as the Hyundai Ioniq. The Hyundai Ioniq seems to be 25 to 35% more efficient with its kilowatt usage. So even though it's got a small battery of only 28 kilowatts, you can drive comfortably, so it seems, 150 to 160 miles, which is exactly the same as what the new Nissan Leaf 2 is. So the new Nissan Leaf has a 40 kilowatt battery. It should go further, but it doesn't seem to, and that's because it's inefficient from what I can see in all the test drives. But there's all this gate stuff going on, which is about the charging, and there is no gate, there is no scandal. Nissan very clearly says in all its brochures and all its online advertising that charging times vary depending on the ambient temperature, the temperature of the battery, and varying conditions of the time. So if you drive 450 miles or so and charge at rapid chargers 3 times in quick succession, then the conditions, both ambient outside and especially the battery temperature, will vary. So the time to charge will vary. Yes, it's significant, but I don't think Nissan have said that that would ever be, every charge will be 40 to 50 minutes. To 80%. They've never said that. They've never given you any warranties or promises to that. So why should they change what they've done? Yes, they might have made a mistake in their design and their marketing, because it might not compete as well as cars like the Hyundai Ioniq with its battery management system that it has, and especially with a Kona coming out, and that's what interests me. Nissan may find that their sales decline because of what they've put in the car and how it actually works. So it's not a scandal. It's not something they're going to have to recall the car for. It's not something you're going to take legal action against Nissan for messing you around or getting it wrong. It's just simply a case of the Nissan, with its 40 kilowatt battery, will have varying charge times that are quite dramatic if you charge with a rapid charger quite in succession, 3 times or more in a row. So that's something probably all EVs will experience. Some better than others because they've got battery management system and fans to cool them down, but the issue is the same. Batteries get warm when you charge them, and the more you use them, the more you charge them in quick succession, the hotter it gets, and therefore the slower it'll charge. It's as simple as that. And although Nissan haven't actually said that in detail, they haven't not said it either. So in my opinion, there's no scandal. People should stop using Rapidgate as a hashtag. They should stop going on about it and focus more on the real issue, which is the Nissan Leaf isn't as efficient, and therefore, even though it's got a advertised 40 kilowatt battery, you're not getting the sort of use from that battery that customers might actually expect. And the Nissan Leaf is what I thought I'd be buying, but I've now decided not to, and I'm going to wait for the Kona. So hopefully Hyundai might upgrade the Ioniq battery to more. At the same time they launch the Kona in the UK, and that's what I'm waiting for. I'm not going to invest until either of those models come out and I can test them against all the other electric cars. So anyway, there you go. I wanted to explain why I posted a really rubbish video about Rapidgate, and to put my 2 pennies in there that there isn't really a scandal of any kind whatsoever. It's just as expected, and you never know if I get any feedback on this, and any feedback on what car I should buy, then I'd be really, really grateful. My situation is I've got a Ford Fiesta diesel, does 70 to the gallon, has no tax per year on the car, really low insurance, really low servicing of only £95 a year, so it costs hardly anything to run, and what I'm looking for is an efficient car to replace that with. Something a bit bigger, something close to 200 mile range, a little bit better performance, and things like the Ioniq and the Kona and the Leaf all fit that category, so that's what I'm focusing on at the moment. I'd love the I-Pace, but I can't afford it, and I don't think it's worth the money for it. And that's another video to submit, because what I've noticed with EVs is, take the I-Pace, if you wanted the E-Pace, which is a similar looking car, it's hugely cheaper than the I-Pace, the electric version of it. So the question is, electric cars are supposed to be getting cheaper because they're cheaper to manufacture, and there's less moving components, but lo and behold, they're hugely more expensive. Something like $35,000 for the E-Pace, $60,000 plus for the I-Pace. So basically you're paying for the privilege of having an electric car. It seems to be all EVs at the moment are being launched as premium models, so you have to pay for a premium level. The e-Golf is exactly the same, $31,000 for an e-Golf. That's the price of the top of the range Golfs. They're not coming in with more sensible level cars, sensibly priced cars. Nissan, yes, 21 to 29,000. That sort of ballpark. You can buy varying models, and that's better. But we should be talking 15 to 30,000. That's where the EV should be. You should be able to buy basic level cars, and although I'd like to wait for that, I don't think I'm going to. I don't think I can wait as many years as it'll take before those sort of models come out. So I'm waiting for the Kona and the Ioniq. I'd appreciate any input you've got. If you hate this video, just put a thumbs down. If you think it's okay, put a thumbs up, please. If you want to subscribe, if there's enough feedback, I'll probably post some more about the journey of searching for an EV and finding the car that I want. And I'm going to be doing lots of analysis, lots of test drives, and if there's interest, I'll post the details and we'll see how we go. Anyway, from me, Nigel, and Cracker, who's having a good rest, wishing you really well, and sorry about the really rubbish video to start with. Thanks.